So welcome back to Through Inquisitive Kids, and we're now at problem 8, which is going to be the last video and problem to this lesson. So let's find the pattern here. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 all the way up to 512. Again, we don't have any fractions, but the solution is always the same. So what's the pattern here? 1, 2, 4, 8. It seems like it's all even numbers except for the first one. Now, some people who might be watching this video might already know exponents. Exponents is, for example, 2 times 2 is 2 squared. 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the third power. This number over here, the bigger number, is just the base. So that's the number that is being multiplied. And this top number right here is called the index. And it's the number of times it's multiplied to itself. So over here it's a 2 because 2 times 2. There's 2 is being multiplied 2 times. Over here it's a 3 because 2 is being multiplied 3 times. So let's take that knowledge over here and extend it. You may know or you might not know. 2 to the 0th power equals 1. And here's why. So you know how 2 in actually any number to the 0th power is 1. Okay. With some exceptions, but yes, every single number to its 0th power is 1, and here's why. So we know that 2 to the first power equals 2, right? 2 is multiplied still 1 time. That also equals 1 times that. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the third power is 8. What about 2 to the 0th power? Well, there would be no 2's that's being multiplied. But remember, there's still a 1. Which makes this equal to 1. So that's just a little tip right here. Because in a lot of exponent problems, when you're older, this is a middle school topic, by the way. This is just some basic information. There will be 0th powers coming up, so it's just better to get prepared. Anyway, the numbers we just encountered, 2, 4, 8. That's just the numbers that's being added in this equation. 1 is 2 to the 0th power. 2 is 2 to the first power. 4 is 2 to the second power. And 8 is, you guessed it, 2 to the third power. All the way up to 512, they're all multiples of 2. So what can we do? 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8, all the way up here. What would be the number before 512? Divide by 2 and you get 256. So 1 plus 256 and plus all the numbers in between equals 512, and there's a pattern to that. So all of these numbers add up to 512. And then we still have to add the last number, which is also 512. And we get 1024. That equals 1024. But remember, there's still a miscounted number right here, 1. So we just subtract 1 from 1024 and we get 1023. So 1023 is our final answer. And 1024 actually is a more important number here because in lots of problems moving on, 1024 is a very important number that comes up again and again. Do you know why? Because 1024 is exactly 2 to the 10th power. That's why it's so important. And it's very helpful for you to also memorize all of the powers of 2, at least up to 10, because those numbers are going to come up again and again in your patterns and in your calculations, and it will follow you through middle school. And here's a game I always play with, my friends, with my sister. I go like, start with 1, times that by 2, 2, times that by 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. And you continue going until you have to stop. And that's really helpful because when I have nothing to do, I do that, and it just kind of, becomes like a set of numbers in my head that I can always go back to when I need it in math. So thank you for watching through Inquisitive Kids, and see you next